Hey guys, LevelCap here, and welcome to another episode of This Week in Gaming. We do this show every week, so be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to catch the next one. Today we're taking a look at DICE moving on to Battlefield 6, the latest update from Modern Warfare, Apex Season 5, and much more. DICE pulled the plug on Star Wars Battlefront 2 just a week after they did the same thing for Battlefield 5. The final update for Battlefront 2 adds Scarif, more maps to co-op, some Rise of Skywalker cosmetics, makes a few balance tweaks, and a ton of fixes to most heroes and classes. As far as the update goes, it's a nice addition, but nothing groundbreaking. It being the final update for the game, however, is kind of fitting. Scarif was one of the few remaining locations from the cinematic universe yet to be added to the game. It rounds out the game in a pretty complete reflection of the movies. Following the announcement of Battlefront 2's final update, IGN and Eurogamer reported that the next Battlefield game is launching next year. DICE ending support for their two current titles might even indicate that they're all hands on deck for Battlefield 6. If it is launching next year, hopefully that means it's deep into development already. Lack of dev time was clearly the source of Battlefield 5's problems. Fingers crossed DICE and EA have learned from their mistakes. Call of Duty got a massive, not only in content but also in size, update for its game. The patch was 32 gigabytes on PC and further balloons the total install size of the game to nearly 200 gigabytes. Many players took to social media voicing concerns about the regular updates for Modern Warfare being so big. On console, the recent update was split into two parts. One was 12 gigabytes and downloaded automatically, while another was 18 gigabytes and had to be downloaded manually, but it's considered optional. As for what the patch actually does, it makes some big tweaks to Warzone, adds a new gun, adds some new cosmetic content, and more. Let's talk about the Warzone changes first. You can now drop guns from the inventory screen. Until now, swapping weapons with a teammate required swapping them with a weapon already on the ground. Now you can just drop whatever weapons you're holding directly from your inventory. Circle speed has also been tweaked so that circles start closing in sooner, but move more slowly. The cargo truck returns to solos with reduced turning speed, acceleration, and top speed. A new item called the Armor Satchel lets you carry up to 8 replacement armor plates at once. Infinity Ward have also implemented a new contract that marks your location for the entire server to see. Assuming you've survived until the contract's time expires, all of your dead teammates will be respawned. It's a big risk/reward contract that is sure to mix things up. In standard multiplayer, a new LMG called the MK9 Bruin has been added. You can also now mix and match blueprint parts for the same weapon, letting you further customize how crazy your loadouts can look. As for the new cosmetic content, players have discovered a pink waifu skin for the cargo truck. Finally, a new piece to Warzone's mysterious computer terminal and vault door Easter egg has been added. Keycards can now be found in the Battle Royale mode. It seems like you should be able to use those keycards to interact with the computers or vaults, so it'll be exciting to see what players uncover. In our final bit of Call of Duty news, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is now available on all platforms. It launched as a timed PlayStation 4 exclusive at the start of the month. This exclusive was frustrating for many as it seemed a little bit arbitrary. Whatever the reason for it, the full remaster campaign experience is now available on Xbox and PC as well. The next Assassin's Creed game has been revealed. Valhalla will take players on an epic journey during the Viking raids of England in 873 AD. The game's reveal trailer is highly stylized CG that shines a positive light on the Vikings while making the English out to be the game's villains. If the recent Creed titles are anything to go by, it should be massive. Also, like the recent games, it'll feature a dual main character choice. Naval combat returns in addition to raiding and large-scale battles. It's also confirmed as a next-gen title and will offer Microsoft's Smart Delivery feature. This lets you play it on either Xbox One or upcoming Xbox Series X, optimizing the experience for whatever console you own. Speaking of the Xbox Series X, Microsoft are finally going to unveil actual gameplay from the console very soon. They'll be doing an Inside Xbox event this coming Thursday with live gameplay demos of select Series X games. They'll be running in real time, so no pre-rendered sizzle reels. We'll likely see gameplay for a new Forza title and the gameplay trailer for Valhalla during the event. Until now, all Microsoft have shown is pre-rendered footage of games coming to the next-gen console. We haven't seen actual footage of games running on the hardware yet. Microsoft and Sony have been trading blows this year with their technical specs of their upcoming consoles, but neither has really put their money where their mouth is as of yet. With Microsoft being the first out the gate with a proper gameplay demo, that puts a lot of pressure on Sony to showcase the PlayStation 5's gameplay soon. Microsoft are also doubling down on their game streaming platform xCloud. It will be included with Xbox Game Pass starting later this year. The service lets you stream a huge selection of Xbox titles on compatible devices, including cell phones and PCs. The Game Pass service recently passed 10 million active users, so it's clearly been a massive success for Microsoft. Twitch are finally putting a stop to the 24/7 Valorant reruns. Right now, the only way to get access to Valorant's closed beta is by watching Valorant streams on Twitch. Because of this, Valorant has been the top watched game on Twitch for weeks. Unfortunately, streamers were quick to abuse the system. Broadcasting a previous stream without using Twitch's official rerun option left drops enabled on the stream. Dozens of the top Valorant streams were just people rebroadcasting old streams. In response, Twitch have updated their terms of service and will ban any streamer caught abusing it. Apex Season 5 kicks off on May 12th. It adds a new legend called Loba to the game. For people following the lore of Apex, Loba is the daughter of the guy Revenant killed in his reveal trailer. For the rest of us, data mines are suggesting she can teleport and steal nearby loot. Season 5 will include new challenges, cosmetics, battle pass stuff, and potentially a new map. Earlier last year, we reported on Darkborn, a fantasy horror game that casts you as the monster, hunting human prey. An official gameplay trailer was released last year, giving us some sense of the game's story and combat systems. Overall, it looked like a really promising and unique title. It was also the first independent project by former Battlefield and Payday dev David Goldfarb. Unfortunately, the game studio has announced Darkborn is being put on hold indefinitely. The good news is they're working on another project, so hopefully we'll get something playable from them soon. It's clear the dev team is talented and could make something truly unique. Halo and ODST are both being tested internally at 343 Studios for release on PC. The current beta test for Halo 2 is still ongoing, but it seems like work on the remaining Master Chief Collection remaster is going well. 343 are planning to release all the Master Chief Collection games on PC while also using the PC ports to update the existing versions of the game on console. So far, reception about the quality of the ports has been a little mixed, but overall it's just really nice to have the Halo franchise back on the PC finally. Two major eSports tournaments have been put on hold. Epic have canceled their upcoming Fortnite World Cup, and Dota 2's International Championship has been delayed, potentially to next year. The tournaments are just the latest in a string of delays and cancellations for major gaming events around the world. And despite the very real threat that the global health crisis poses to all, many governments are pushing to reopen businesses and end their lockdown orders. It is, however, nice to see major event organizers taking responsible measures to keep everyone safe. Valve have updated Team Fortress 2 with memorial statues to honor Rick May, the Soldier character's voice actor. May passed away last month due to COVID-19 while recovering from a stroke. His voice work as the Soldier is very iconic, but he also had a long career in voiceover for many games all the way back to Star Fox 64. The memorial statue can be seen on several maps and will be around all month long to celebrate May's legacy. Standing near the statue will treat players to some of the Soldier's more iconic lines. Our final story takes us back to the start of today's episode in a roundabout way. The original Battlefront game from 2004 just got online multiplayer support. The game's PC version on Steam now features multiplayer. It was added in a surprise update literally 16 years after the game's launch. Leading up to Star Wars Day on May 4th, the original Battlefront is currently half off on Steam. And as weird as it is to see a game so old getting multiplayer support, it is nice to know some developers take their older titles seriously. And that wraps it up for today's episode of This Week in Gaming. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about these top stories in the comments down below, and we'll see you next time. This is LevelCap, signing off.